Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Texans going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. This one fielded at the 5, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And he's got some space here. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, so someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Super 66. Yes, sir. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back 20.
From the 50, it's gone. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And just shutting him off there. A huge play there for the Jets. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fake here on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Mike Singletary coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
That's it, baby. Orange. Check. Like 20. Like 52. Kill. Like 20. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun. Gone. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check. Come on, let's go. 90.
On second down, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Duke Riley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at top.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 52.
After the interception, here's Goff. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Shit. Hardball. Chip.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Scott, just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, that's Scott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Let's go!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
On 3rd down, it's Scott, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Double tight, double
Now Goff on first down. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go!
On second down, Scott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
And a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. Now it's Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 54 yards, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throw on second is Watson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw is Watson. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Watson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. To the air yet again, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A big play there, 61 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Calling a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Check 24, check 24.
To throw on second down, Watson steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's Watson to throw on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Come on, let's go. What?
Third and long, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it in for the fourth time tonight. It's an interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. That'll bring up second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Value three.
On second and 10, Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
On first and 10, Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Bus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
Goff on first down. Left side complete, Seferian-Jenkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing again is gone. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 8. To the air again. Gone. And he finds Seferian-Jenkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. first down throw. Gone. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss. And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you until the next time you take the field. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. On first down, Scott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Second down now. Scott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Back to throw, Watson. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Being chased out left, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, second down. Now Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Faking the give, now Watson. Hard throw, incomplete. You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite? Arm strength. Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And now here's a carry heading left. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Come on!
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Let's go! Round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Red 38! Check it. Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run on first down. Scott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down following the run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Come on, let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going up top for Miller. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again is Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Texans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Watson looks to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run anything.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Like 20. I got 83.
And they'll let the fullback try and push the pile. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Watson. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like, oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38!
On 3rd down, Scott. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together,